Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm using one of these I made steamed broccoli with a couple little mushrooms in it. And then that's potato from where I boil potato, cabbage, and carrots in chicken bone broth with just a little bit of onion and salt. And then I also made cornbread. You can't see it. It's underneath that. But it's sopping up all that juice from the carrot, cabbage, and potato. I just like my potato on the side here next to my thing. I have water, and I also have orange pop. I'm excited. I love my orange pop. I know it's not that good for you, but whatever. Okay, so there's a big bite. Let me go. And you get good, well, I don't know about good protein, but you get some protein in the chicken bone broth. It's better than the vegetable or chicken, just regular chicken broth, because I dropped my fork. And I got another one right here. Look, isn't that wonderful? Anyway, it's better than regular chicken broth or chicken stock because it's not the bone broth. They have zero protein in them. But anyway, this is organic broccoli and organic mushrooms, organic potatoes, organic carrots. I try to use everything organic. Anyway, and I also made some high carb Hannah's French fries. I made one big potato, but I did peel. She don't peel her potato when she makes hers. I did peel mine because I don't like the skin of the potato. So I made one of those, and my daughter and I we're gonna split it. Jenna, don't forget to get some of those fries in there. Now I'm gonna take another bite. Oh, that's so good. How big that carrot is. I love carrots. It's massive. It's too hot. Woo, hot. So I hope everybody's got something to eat. I know that's not true because there's a lot of hungry people out there, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have a piece of broccoli. This is delicious. And there's a mushroom.
That potato was good.
The high carb Hannah potato. Isn't that delicious?
I can't have fish with the
I left mine in there.
I'm only having two.
Mine's in a plate with ketchup. I don't eat it. Be right back.
No. No, thank you.
I think I'm going to have some mayonnaise.
Thank you.
Did you get cornbread?
I did.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah, get down there.
I just had it on so I could see it's clean. So here are I just have one potato. I had more potatoes, but I just wanted to try them. And so here are high carb Hannah's. See how mine turned out? They're good. And some of them got really crispy, but they're not burnt. They're just, crispy. And I like mayonnaise in mine. Mm. Mm. More broccoli. Did you use some broccoli?
No, I better not.
Okay. Sea salt. Potato. And these are Yukon Gold. I do not like russet potatoes. I like Yukon Gold or red potatoes. But Yukon Gold is my favorite. Mm. 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 Can I give Fox a piece of broccoli? He loves broccoli. Here, Fox. Here, Foxy. He's thinking, where's that been? So I'm going to turn the TV on a little bit.
Also could completely go to a dark horse. For example, Chloe x Halle, this sister duo, they just sang on the Super Bowl.
S1,
And mirroring their success on the big screen, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper could be big winners with the song Shallow from A Star Was Born in both record and song categories. Love me some Lady Gaga, John. She will be performing tonight as well, along with Diana Ross, who will be celebrating her 75th birthday in style with a big medley of her greatest hits. And music has a lot to celebrate this year. Revenues are up 10% over last year, with 75% of that going to as a result of streaming. It's a sign of the times.
Well, let's hope the artists are getting that money. Thanks very much, Michael Tamero. Enjoy the night. While folks in the Midwest might already be tired of the snow this winter, hundreds in Tacoma, Washington couldn't get enough of it this weekend. Up next, how they made the most of a rare Pacific Northwest blizzard.
I love snow. I feel a fart coming on. Excuse me. I haven't had broccoli in a while.
Love broccoli.
Me too.
I'm just scared to eat it. It's rough. I want to eat it kind of rough.
Mm. 32 times, or 36 times you're supposed to chew each bite before you swallow.
How many times?
36, I think.
Well, it probably depends on what it is.
Well, no, it's if it's water-based or it's real soft, you can do less, but everything else is 32 times. No wonder I've had pancreatitis. I know I've swallowed some of my food whole before.
I probably have too.
I get so hungry. So hungry. Look at that beautiful little potato. Pardon me, but I do have a little trouble swallowing, you people. So I got some cleaning today done, and it's because I slept till 2. Well, I got up early and then run some errands and was gone, about probably 2 or 3 hours. And then I come back and went back to bed. Took my insulin, fed the dogs and cats, and went back to bed and slept till 2, which was another just 2 hours. And then I woke up. I thought I'm gonna clean my kitchen table off, and I did. Now our kitchen table looks better. That is this.
Looks really nice.
Let's get these potatoes back up here. Do I want this or do I want Potatoes are just so good.
Region. Rather than stay cooped up inside, hundreds of people
Who you
responded
snowball
to the
fight?
president's Facebook post about a huge public snowball fight in the park. Folks bundled up and battled it out, forming 2 teams and using sleds and upturned picnic tables as shields. The local snow brawl went on for about 2 hours, but we don't know who won. And that's how Fox reports this Sunday, February 10th. I'm John Scott. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next weekend.
I'm Chris Wallace. President Trump pushes his agenda for 2019, while at the same time warning House Democrats.
If there is going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation.
We will not surrender our constitutional responsibility for oversight.
What are the
Y'all hear about
chances
Nancy Pelosi, what
Washington
she
will
did?
get anything done this year?
She
We'll
said
ask
her
White
favorite
House
Bible
Chief of Staff,
quote from the
Mulvaney.
Bible verse
Then,
We need border
is,
security.
quote,
We have
to
have it.
minister to the
It's not
needs
an
of God's
option.
with the
creation
deadline for another government shutdown
is
now
an
just
act
5 days away, will there be
of
a
worship.
deal on border security? We'll ask 2 members of the bipartisan panel trying to find a compromise. Republican Senator Richard Shelby and Democrat John Tester. Together, only
To ignore
on
those
Fox News
needs is to
Sunday.
dishonor the God who made us. That's
Plus,
not in the
Amazon
Bible.
founder Jeff
She's
Bezos
really
accuses the National Enquirer of trying to blackmail him, threatening to publish intimate photos. We'll ask our Sunday panel about the battle between the tabloid and the world's richest man.
So,
And our Power Player of the Week, the
mayonnaise.
woman behind a national bestseller on her remarkable journey. You never went to grade school or high school. Why not? All right now on Fox News Sunday. And hello again from Fox News
And if
in
I were to put
Washington. There are reports today that congressional negotiators are closing in on a border security deal that would prevent another government shutdown next weekend. But
If
any
I were to put
compromise is
pickle
likely
juice,
to fall well short
if I were to dip those fries in
of the
pickle juice and then
$5.7
the mayonnaise,
billion
it would taste like potato salad.
President Trump wants to build a wall. The big question, will the president agree to that deal? In a moment, we'll speak with acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney, who brought House members to Camp David this weekend looking for areas of common ground. But first, let's get the latest from Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel. Mike.
Hi, Chris. Democratic sources say their side will not accept more than $2 billion for physical border barriers. They say the range under consideration is between $1.3 billion and $2 billion. President Trump insists the wall will get built one way or the other. With funding talks at a critical stage, President Trump has not been drawing red lines for congressional negotiators.
They're working on something, and both sides are moving along. We'll see what happens. We need border security. We have to have it.
The Senate Appropriations Chairman sounded hopeful heading into this important weekend of talks.
After the meeting with the President and the Vice President, I believe we've got some latitude to hopefully conclude this.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi told reporters, leave it to the negotiators. She's staying out of it.
I have asked the administration to be as non-interventionist as I am on that. Just let them do their work.
Vice President Pence is signaling this border security battle won't end with this funding fight.
We're going to build that wall one way or another. I promise you.
Time is precious. Congressional negotiators recognize they need a deal by tomorrow.
I love you,
to
but
pass it through the House and Senate.
you don't have much to say.
Chris, Mike, thank you. Joining us now, the White House Chief of Staff, Nick Mulvaney. Welcome back to Fox News Sunday.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
Well, as you just heard Mike report, apparently the number that congressional negotiators are talking about is somewhere between $1.3 and $2 billion at the most. In any case, less than half the $5.7 billion the president wants for new border barriers. Will the president sign a deal at that number?
I have to laugh because I've heard those numbers. I've also heard zero for border barrier or wall.
There's some cabbage.
$800 million was a number I've heard. I've also heard 2.5 or 2.6. And I'm looking forward to actually watching the interview after I'm off of this show because I just don't know where the Democrats are. And I think that's a reflection, Chris, of where their party is. I don't think they know where they stand on this particular issue. And that's one of the reasons I think we're having a difficulty coming to a deal. To answer your question, the president is going to build the wall. You saw what the vice president said there. And that's our attitude at this point, which is we'll take as much money as you can give us, and then we will go off and find the money someplace else legally in order to secure that southern barrier. But this is going to get built with or without.
Like that cornbread when it's sopped up with all that juice, you don't have to chew it.
He'll take whatever the congressional negotiators give. You're saying then that if they agreed, let's take the number that's been mostly reported, $2 billion, he will sign that bill and then try to find more money?
A couple of different things. I'm not saying what the president will or won't sign, because keep in mind, there's a lot of things that don't get discussed, which is what else is in the bill. You could give a number that the president might like, but take away something else that he doesn't like. I was talking with Senator Shelby. I understand a new issue has come up just in the last couple of hours that he's going to discuss with you in a couple of minutes regarding detention. And so there's going to be a lot of
that was a good one.
I'm not in a position to say the president will absolutely sign or will not sign. Here's what we do know. The president has to sign a piece of legislation in order to keep the government open. He cannot sign anything that they put in front of him. Excuse me. They cannot sign everything they put in front of him. There would be some things that simply we couldn't agree to. So the government shutdown is technically still on the table. We do not want it to come to that. But that option is still open to the president and will remain so.
I want to pick up because the president tweeted, we'll build the wall one way or the other. And as you pointed out, Mike Pence has also said that over the weekend. What does that mean? Let's say you get $2 billion from the Congress and you agree to that.
Can he
repurpose money that Congress has appropriated for other purposes and spend that on the wall, or do you have to declare a national emergency?
The answer to the question is yes and no. Yes, there are other funds of money that are available to him through what we call reprogramming. There is money that he can get at and is legally allowed to spend, and I think it needs to be said again and again. All of this is going to be legal. There are statutes on the books as to how any president can do this.
And he can do that without declaring a national emergency.
There are certain funds of money he can get to without declaring a national emergency, and other funds that he can only get to after declaring a national emergency.
How much could he get without declaring a national emergency?
That remains to be seen. Let's talk about the whole pot. The whole pot is well north of $5.7 billion.
Now, it's clear that a lot of Republican Leaders, including Senate Majority Leader McConnell, are saying don't declare a national emergency.
Okay, so this is what I got for the sweets.
Is the national
Fudge Stripes
emergency still on the table, or has he been persuaded by some of his fellow
Fudge
Republicans?
Stripes.
Let's not show that.
No, it's absolutely on the table, and it's not a precedent. Okay, this is the law as it exists today. I think we've had
One that's
58
already been-
declaration of national emergencies since the National Emergency Act was passed in the 1970s.
Nice?
So this is not a case, Chris, as many folks think it is, of the president just not getting what he wants. So just going off and magically declaring a national emergency and getting all the money he wants. There's certain things that every president must do in order to trigger the rights that he has to sort of move money around. So, yeah, there's a lot of Republicans who don't want to do it. Face it, the president doesn't really want to do it. That's why we...
These have been around a long time. When I was a little girl, I'm 48. But back then, I really didn't like them. My brothers loved them. I don't remember really what my favorite cookie was when I was little. I liked homemade cookies. Like, we didn't get too much sweets. As I get older, the more sweets I want. When I was a kid, I didn't eat sweets that much.
Get down.
Like right now. I don't know why, but do y'all want to see my scar on my belly? See it? Can you see it? Surgery. So like go like this, rub it gently, not hard, because I don't want to go bah. I'll go like this, rub it gently. Ooh. Now I like the savory again. Well, this concludes another eating situation from me. Bye.